These days, major sneaker brands want to ring up the cash registers by putting up higher and higher retail prices for their signature shoes. That's the general trend, and many people have accepted this as a fact of life. Inevitably, a $90 signature shoe will definitely sound like a bargain, especially once it goes on discount. The Adidas Dame 10 does exactly just that. Now, the common notion is that a shoe that is relatively cheaper could be using cheaper materials, hence the lower price. And there's truth to it, make no mistake, but it's only a slice of a bigger pie. The life cycle of a shoe from pre-production to post-production involves costs more than the materials. So if a shoe costs cheaper, it doesn't automatically mean cheaper materials. Businesses like Adidas can reduce costs in many ways, from logistics to labor costs. And there's one other possibility which no one else seems to be talking about, and it has a lot to do with no less than Damian Lillard himself. But we're getting ahead of ourselves, so let's have a quick conversation. Before anything else, I posted a video about the Adidas Dame 10 along with the Dawn issue 7 back in February 17 this year. I'd like to start with some of the comments about the Dame 10 because it's interesting to me what you guys think about any upcoming shoe. Young Gotti 8195 says that the shoe is a step back in design. The same tech as the previous is disappointing. Meanwhile, Chad5TER says that he's done with Adidas basketball shoes based on what the brand has been doing lately. Gage Plays 1426 adds that the shoe looks the same from the last two models except that it's worse this time. Of course, those are just three opinions about the shoe, and in no way do they automatically speak on behalf of the majority. But the comments do indicate that there is at least a portion of sneakerheads who are not so thrilled about the design of the Dame 10. Let's do a quick backtrack with the retail prices of Dame's signature shoes. The D Lillard 1 and 2 retailed for $105. The Dame 3 had a $10 price bump, bringing it to $115. The Dame 4 and 5 kept the same price. By the time the Dame 6 came out, retail dipped by a bit, $110 to be exact, which is about $5 less than the previous model. The Dame 7 kept it at $110, but the Dame 8 pushed the price up at $120, which was retained by the Dame 9. And then you have the Dame 10 coming in at $90. The dip of $30 is wild if you think about it. Dame's latest shoe is the cheapest shoe in the line based on a straight retail price, even disregarding comparative inflation from previous years, because your $90 this year is actually just worth $66 when the D Lillard 1 came out. There will always be a catch because Adidas is a business and not a charity. Lower retail price can only mean one thing: cost reduction in production. It could be in the materials used, labor costs can be another. You also have the cost of logistics throughout the supply chain and many others. But here's one theory: perhaps Dame took a smaller cut from the royalties. He was recently signed to a lifetime contract with Adidas, so his paycheck with the brand is pretty much secured. So I'm thinking a cut in royalties wouldn't significantly hurt his bank account. As to how much exactly Dame is earning from royalties for his signature line is not publicly available because it's contractual, and big contracts almost always include a non-disclosure clause. But again, Dame taking a royalty cut so that the Dame 10 can be priced at $90 is just a theory. Even if we didn't know the price, the recent photos of the Adidas Dame 10 seem to show that the shoe will not use top-tier materials. It basically has TPU everywhere. The upper is mesh, and the foam midsole will be standard EVA called Light Strike. Take into consideration the price, and it all adds up. Whether or not Dame will have high royalties or minimal ones for the Dame 10 is a matter that's only between him and Adidas. We'll probably never know, or at least we can only guess. But here's the thing: if it turns out that the materials are not that bad at all, then you have your possible answer. They might have taken a smaller cut, but let me know what you think.